If he drunk as Steve.
Phoebe Looney. Shushubi.
Laxis, more laxis.
If drunk as Steve.
Hello everyone, welcome back to MySims Kingdom. I am back a week later after my week of being away. So as most of you will know, if you watched the update video that by the time this is going up will be deleted, I was on vacation for all of last week. So I wasn't uploading anything. I uploaded the Halo stream archives. So, you know, I know that not everybody is, like, gonna watch that right away because it's, like, 2-hour-long streams. Most of you who wanted to watch it probably already had on Twitch, but I think it's nice to just have those, to have at least the streams where I'm playing through the whole game to be, you know, saved on YouTube, accessible on YouTube. But yeah, so you know, when I got back from my vacation, which was very nice, I might talk about it a little bit later on. I you know, was ready to hop back into this game. I was hoping to have this video up on Tuesday, but I still needed to record the gameplay for the second half of this video that you're going to be seeing. And I didn't really have time. I mean, I had time one day just to do the gameplay and not enough time to do the commentary until today. Because, just a lot of stuff going on. Mostly it's just been a very busy week at work. They always seem to do this when I take time off. I don't know if they do it deliberately. When I take time off, when I come back, they, like, I have a super busy week for some reason. So I wasn't getting home until late in the day most days, and then, you know, I had stuff to do around the house that I needed to take care of. Excuse me, my throat was scratchy, so I took a little sip. Anyway, yeah, I just had a lot of shit going on. Actual, like, plans were happening for once. I went to the movies twice. That was a thing, because, I missed them. They've been out for, like, a month. I saw Old and The Green Knight, and I wanted to see them. I wanted to try to see them before I went on vacation, but that week ended up being a really busy week at work as well. And so, I didn't get to, and I couldn't see them. There wasn't really a movie theater around where I was on vacation, and they're all, like, going out of the theaters that are near me next week, so I needed to, like, cram them into this week. And I did, and I'm glad I did. They're both enjoyable movies. I had a nice time with both of them. I think I liked Old more, which I was not expecting. I was hoping to really, really like The Green Knight, and I mostly liked it. It was pretty good. It was a little bit underwhelming, but I feel like my opinion of it might improve on subsequent watches. Anyway, so that is what has been going on. I apologize for, like, having you wait until the end of the week before you have another video, but yeah, and I know MySims Kingdom is not, like, everyone's favorite kind of game or whatever, so my other plan is to, hopefully, in the next week or two, to start up a second LP alongside this one. I'm gonna try to do that one's gonna have probably shorter episodes than this one, because these I do like a half hour so that I can actually like finish levels in one episode, so I'm not spending a shitload of videos on this game. Because, I mean, I've already been doing it for like a month, too, because of just all the delays and how much gameplay I need to actually record just for one normal video, because I cut out... I mean, the vast majority, I feel like, of the time I spend playing this game is collecting essences, and I purposely do more than I really need to, but only because it just makes the actual gameplay stuff go by a little bit quicker when you just have all of the shit that you need. But I end up cutting out a whole bunch, so yeah. Anyway, this is a perfectly good, you know, fine-looking rocket, so of course I'm gonna fuck it up. I did this one time, the last time I played through this game, for whatever reason, I guess I didn't do many of the, like, structural rocket parts. I did, like, a little chode rocket, and I didn't have enough rocket points to meet the requirement, but the bulletin board was, like, the one that used the least mana and, you know, like, got me over the requirement I needed. And so I just stuck it on the front of it, like floating in front of the rocket ship, and it worked, and I don't know, I thought it was funny and goofy then, so now I did it deliberately, and it's hilarious now, I'm sure. Anyway, let's watch this fun little thing.
Ooh, breakfast.
Tip, sweet, Gina, soon, twee, blazoo!
Chewy, na, Eligo Kabize, Walla,
If not too. War Bajao.
oh, Lobo Kabi, huh?
Ruba Lachobi. Oh, Seed. Oh, Zalnaba. Woo. Ooh. Great. Shariji. Didi da.
Chaka Asi,
Oh, Juni. Awifi. Holly Bambuni. Kisha Hartuna. Ida Baguda. Ida.
Yeah, buddy. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Bipso na anifi. Tazaki Sazi. Shamuvra Rula. Fucking with Tazaki Sazi. Shamuvra Rula. Ziga Numu. Frizika.
Aha, Opana Sneed.
Tabibna Ibnu Idnasna. Jacob Tazaki Sazi. Shamuvra Rula. Fuck.
And there you have it, a nice little space adventure. I always liked that part as a kid. As a kid who was interested in space stuff and robots and all things of that manner. Yeah, you know what? Come to think, I mean, like, one of my favorite movies when I was a little kid was the movie Robots. I've talked many times before about how when I was a kid I liked, and I think I've talked about it in this LP regarding the gears and axles and pipes and wires and stuff like that, that I've always had an affinity for machinery stuff when I was a kid. I liked robot stuff and anything with like big machines, stuff like that. So someone really should have introduced me to mecha anime when I was a little kid. I could have become such a weeb when I was a kid. I really truly did not like give anime an honest shot until I was older, until I was like late high school, early college, if I'm being honest. It's not really something that I grew up with. The closest thing to anime that I grew up with was like, I guess I had seen a couple of anime movies, and there were a few like American TV shows that kind of co-opted anime sort of style. Most notably probably Last Airbender, but there are probably some other ones that I'm forgetting. Is Totally Spies an anime? Is that inspired by an anime? I like that show. That was one of the only things that I liked as a kid that I like got bullied for liking. I didn't really get bullied for too many of my interests as a kid because I have exquisite taste. But I do remember some kids clowning on me for liking Totally Spies, which is stupid because I remember it being a pretty cool show. They all thought it was like a girly show because it's about girls and they like to go shopping and whatnot. And all of their gadgets are like cell phones and other girly things. You know, cell phones are just exclusively for women. But, I mean, you know, it was like a spy show. They were like cool gadgets and, you know, gadgets. That was, like I said, machine, like gadgets, spy stuff. I loved spy stuff when I was a kid. Are you kidding me? I loved Spy Kids. I really wish I had played MySims Agents. I probably would have loved it, but I was like, I think by the time MySims Agents came out, I was like, okay, I need to... That was like when I was trying to be like a serious gamer or whatever, or at the very least, I was like, I need to play stuff that isn't My Sims Kingdom. And now here I am, 10 years later. Time is a flat circle. Anyway, let me talk about the video game for a second before I keep rambling about other bullshit. So this is Candypalooza. I don't really care for this level very much. There are a couple of levels like the last few that we've been doing, like Cowboy Junction and Rocket Reef. It's so crazy that we just finished Rocket Reef. It's been like 3 weeks since I've started recording the Rocket Reef part. That's how, like, little time I've, like, been spending doing that. Oh, look, a little thing. Officer Ewan. Is he even a character in this game? I don't even remember. Anyway, I definitely would have liked My Sims Agents. Maybe I'll check it out sometime. I don't know. Why not? I'm sure it's not a difficult game. I don't know what kind of thing it is. It's still listed as like a life sim game or whatever. Anyway, I said I was going to talk about the level. So yeah, this is Candypalooza. It's based on DJ Candy, who, if you are aware of the first My Sims game, she is another one of the first few people that you move into the town at the beginning of the game. I think she's the second one. Well, I think she's like the third shop that you help, because the first one is already moved in. It's Poppy, and you help her flower shop. And then the second one, the first move-in is Gino, and then I think DJ Candy is next, and she makes like a dance club or whatever. But here it's just, you gotta set up for a concert. Most of it is building her house and plugging shit in. And it only takes a minute because you need to get all of the essences for it. And this is a small island. So you just kind of dick around. And, yeah, so a huge portion of, collecting, and a little bit later, I had to cut out a significant portion of doing these wires because I got confusion. I guess I'll get to that when I get to that. Anyway, this first one is extremely easy. Just hook up the thing. I'm sure I could have and should have used the other one, the other little branch of wire. Also, yeah, we have enough king points to get more shit, so that's cool. I don't think we actually get any gifts, though. I think we just get the map. Anyway, so I don't know, I thought that maybe I would have something more to say about this level, but I was going to say that the other levels that we've been doing, Cowboy Junction and Rocket Reef, those are like the bigger levels. There are a few of those, and then there are another few, I guess like Renee's Nature Preserve could be called that. that are smaller. Like, there's not a whole lot on them, and there's only a few tasks. They're generally shorter. So we are going to get through the whole one in this video, which is why the video is a bit long. But hopefully when I start the... Oh, I guess you do get a thing. You get some outfits. Okay, whatever. I'll have to try on the... show off the outfits at some point, because I've been getting a lot of them and not... I, like, never think about them when I play this game. I never think to change into them or whatever. I think I did... The last time I did it at all was, like, the last time I beat the game, and I decided to look at them. Anyway, more plugging stuff in. Which is fine, but this is just kind of like an uninteresting thing. Like, you're just plugging these things in, like, I don't know, you're just, like, going down one step or whatever. It's just, it's not as cool as the, like, you know, the computers or whatever. I don't know. Who cares? It's cool that all the energy in this game is done by, like, wind turbines. That's neat.
Oh.
Neat.
Oh.
Copy jets. Oh.
Think we got it? Yeah, there you go. Gotta get lined up. That's the problem I run into later when you have to plug in the speakers. But I find a nice stupid way around that, so don't worry about it. Oh, I remember what I keep forgetting to finish saying. When I start the secondary, or not secondary, but just second LP, I think that'll be a good, you know, counter programming to this, because I think I'm going to do shorter episodes while these ones will stay longer, and I'll maybe do like one of these a week. I think I can pull that off, and then 2 a week of the other one. And I won't say what the other one is, I'm going to keep it a secret still. But I will say that it is a licensed game, of course. I've got to keep up my reputation. And, you know, to put it cynically, I just have noticed that those are the runs that get the most views, honestly. And I mean, I say, you know, to put it cynically, but I mean, it's not like I make any money from these videos, so you know, I'm not just being like, oh, okay, come to the trough, piggies, give me your money. It's, you know, just I like seeing the number go up, but I also enjoyed, you know, just making things that people want to actually watch, you know. So it's always nice when one of them picks up a little more steam than the other ones, and like Shrek 2 did that. To an extent, Project Zoo did, Ratatouille, most of my SpongeBob playthroughs, Chicken Little for whatever reason, so I think this one, I hope people will also enjoy this one, and it's also a game that I've been wanting to do for a while, and it's a game that is silly and fun, and I think will be fun to show off. I bought it for PS2. I bought a copy of it, because I had a copy of it for something else, for PC, but it does not work. So I have to try it out on the PS2. I feel like it'll work, but you never know. I got it on eBay from Texas. But I've had pretty good, not to jinx anything, you know, no, knock on wood, but I've had pretty good luck with the eBay folks from Texas when it comes to video games. It's where I bought my Switch, which I think I got for, you know, something of a steal, because the the console new, I think, is $300, and I was willing to pony that up when I was buying my Switch. But this one was like brand new Switch, and it came with a Joy-Con, 2 classic controllers, and 2 games. So like, I think that's pretty good. It was for $400, so I think that's not bad. Especially because I know the Switch usually comes with a Joy-Con, I think, but, well, yeah, because they're attached to the fucking, yeah, but, the Joy-Cons are so goddamn expensive. What the hell's up with that? They're like $80. Like, controllers should not be that many dollars. And I know there's probably some stupid reason why they're that, but it's stupid. They should be less. Also, I think that as a default, consoles should come with 2 of their controllers. With each one. They should just be packaged in there to promote pro-social behavior. Like, hey, here, you want another But that's the thing, is that, like, the couch multiplayer, I feel like, is a lot less common. Especially with, like, non-Nintendo consoles. And so I feel like, I don't know, I guess you only need one controller. One is the loneliest number.
Ibuna.
Buddy loves saying Ibu na and saluting. Anyway, so yeah, I hope you all have been doing well. I hope the last 2 weeks have been nice for you while I've been away. I had a lovely time on vacation. I guess I'll say where I went. I went to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, an island right off the coast of North Carolina, just long strip of land. And it was very nice. It was very buggy. That's my only real complaint. Is that there were a lot of fucking bugs, specifically midges. Which I had never heard of those. I mean, the word midge is familiar, but I honestly thought it was just another word for fly. Like, I thought it was something that, like, British or Australian people called the thing that I call a fly, in the same way that, like, British people call what I call cookies biscuits, which is stupid. Like, I don't care if the British word for it came first or whatever. We are right about what cookies are called. That is a cookie. That's not a biscuit. There are already biscuits, and they're delicious, preferably buttery, little bread treats. That's what a biscuit is to me. Or a thing that you feed your fucking dog. And then a cookie is a cookie. A little wafer boy with chocolate in it or whatever, like an Oreo or whatever, that's a fucking cookie. So, if they changed it to fucking biscuit clicker, I would riot. That's stupid. It's a cookie. So anyway, this is my quandary with the speakers, is that I literally, like, probably 20 minutes, I don't know if it was that many, but it was a long time of just dicking around trying to hook these things up. And I eventually just started moving them around because I could not line it up to save my life. Like, no matter where, like, I tried so many different combinations, so eventually I just picked up some of them and just plugged them into the fucking dance floor, which I feel like I've done before. And I mean, they have a bunch of plugs on the dance floor and you only have to use one to power it, so I feel like they kind of expect you to do it, at least with some of them. And then I just, did that shit with lining it up, and look at them, they're already going to town. And speeding this up because this is just me throwing a bunch of horse shit around the dance floor to spruce it up and make it look really cool, even though you're not given any decorations that, like, make sense for, you know, a dance place. You just gotta put, like, flowers. I don't know why you'd want 25 tree, you know, near your thing. I wanted to put a fridge really bad because I thought it was really important that you can snack. So, yeah, you just plug your fridge into your dance floor. And then, yeah, I think I cut out me having a snack. I've been cutting out a lot of the life sim elements of this game. Which I think those are the only things that, like, make this game a life sim, is the fact that you can, like, go up to the, like, fridge and get a snack. And, you know, you can talk to people and you can punch them or whatever. But it doesn't really, like, affect the gameplay at all. It's not like the Sims games where, you know, if you punch someone in the face 50 times, they, like, don't want to talk to you and certain interactions with them are off limits to you. And it's not like you have a hunger or a bladder thing to maintain, so eating doesn't do anything. You can just shove a bunch of boxes of cookies in your face for 45 minutes and it doesn't do shit. So, I still kind of hesitate to call it a simulation game or a life sim or whatever, or a building sim. I mean, the first one you may be able to get away with calling it a building sim because you do spend the majority of the game, well, when you're not collecting essences, you spend a lot of it doing, you know, using the building blocks to make objects and then building buildings as well out of blocks. And then the life sim stuff, like, you do actually have to, like, cultivate relationships with Sims. It's in a very, like, rudimentary fashion, but it's more than what this game does, usually. I mean, they have the socialize thing, but that's just a matter of, like, hitting the right buttons in order. But then again, I guess you could say the same thing about interacting with Sims in the regular Sims game, so fuck me, what do I know? And I guess you could also call, like, Stardew Valley a simulation game, but I would honestly think that Stardew Valley fits more as, like, a role-playing thing. And so maybe if you did have, like, a bladder and, like, you had to go to sleep and you had, like, hunger and whatever you had to maintain in this game, then I think you could call it either a sim or an RPG, because, I mean, those are sort of RPG elements as well, because, like, yeah, that's one reason why when I was a kid I was always really bad at GTA San Andreas compared to GTA 4, because you actually, like, have to keep your body up and, like, maintain certain stats to, like, be good at certain things in the game. That was just too much for my little brain to handle. Anyway, it's time for the big moment. Well, actually not, we have more bullshit to do, but here she is. Lame as shit. I like that little dance that they did, though. Look at this sick pad. Look at these just sizzling wires. These fat wires just all over the ground and in the way. Also, my my awesome decoration, my great floral arrangements, my hedge garden blocking the cutscene. Gotta love that. I need to memorize where the camera angles are in these cutscenes so I can make all of the make all of my design choices as intrusive as possible. Anyway, yeah, there are crabs. Also, I like this fake music. It reminds me of the gibberish version of Let's Get It Started that will.i.am did for the Herbs Sims in the City. I just love herbs, like URBZ, like That's so great. It's like 2004 or 2003, whenever that game came out. It's perfect for that time. Just the herbs with a Z. This is so great. I love that I put these stupid-ass bushes here. Anyway, time to herd some crabs. But yeah, that was the only thing about my vacation that I didn't like, was that there were a lot of midges that were getting in the house and that were everywhere. They would be on the screen door every night. It looked like a fucking terrarium. There were like hundreds of them. And then there are also really big spoiders in the corners of the ceiling in the main room of the house that would catch all the midges and eat them, which was actually fairly helpful of them, which is why I did not fuck with the spiders. Except when I was laying on the couch and one descended from the sky in front of my face, and I was like, no, and snatched him away in a paper towel. You can hang out, but you can't fucking bother me. So, yeah, but it was nice. It was great to see the family. I haven't been on a vacation with them since before I moved to Philly, so, like, over 6 years, which is, like, almost 7 years, which is crazy. So it was really nice to spend, like, an extended period of time with them. It went by pretty quickly to me. But it was great to see my little nieces and my new baby nephew. Loved hanging out with them. I tried to maximize the amount of time that I spent with them because I never get to see them, and especially the baby, you know, he's very young. I gotta imprint, you know, I don't want to be, you know, I need to establish the uncle-nephew tie early, you know, because that is, not many people know this, but the uncle-nephew bond is one of the most sacred bonds in the universe. Some say even more sacred than father-son. Anyway, this is a cool little thing. I'm sure it's even better when the scenery isn't, like, willfully stupid looking. But yeah, this is like, I mean, it's all well and good, but it's kind of lame. It's not really, like, my thing. But here we go. Fucking DJ Timbo on the ones and twos. Spitting out musical notes out of my butt. Okay, that was nice. We're done now. Alright, well there you have it. That was Candypalooza. Why belabor it and say anything more? Next time I think we're gonna do Forest of the Elves. Should be a quick one. See y'all then for that.